In the previous video, we had discussed about types of mirrors. Yes, there are mainly four types of mirrors. They are plane, convex, concave, and parabolic. Right? We are discussing since so many days what is plane mirror. Plane mirror in the sense this. Convex mirror, the mirror in which outside surface is coated or isn't coated and the inside surface is coated. And concave mirror in the sense the mirror which is coated outside and the reflecting surface is inside, in the sense this. This is convex. Convex and concave are oppositely situated. And parabolic is a different case. In the sense we take a plane mirror and now I am bending in the form of a V shape. This mainly avoids parabolic rays, on the sense paraxial rays. Paraxial rays are nothing but parallel rays which hit the topmost surface of the mirror. We'll discuss this topic in the later sessions. And now, today we are discussing a new topic, that is number of plane mirror images formed when two plane mirrors are inclined at some angle. We had given a brief introduction in the previous class. Okay, hello everyone, this is Pranav Donepudi and welcome to my channel. Okay, our topic is number of plane images formed due to two plane mirrors. Two plane mirrors. Let us consider two plane mirrors. I have two plane mirrors. This is one mirror and this is one mirror. Okay, these two are the mirrors. Now, I am making to contact these two mirrors at only one edge. In the sense, either this edge or this edge. Any edge is touched in this manner. Two mirrors are touched in this manner. Where both reflecting surfaces must be one side. Both reflecting surfaces must be on one side. And all the silvering surfaces on other side. Okay? Now, these two mirrors have some angle between them. Like I am assuming theta or angle any. I am assuming an angle theta between them. Okay? This theta plays a key role. Did you ever go to shopping malls? And in the trial room you see multiple mirrors like this. If this is a trial room door, you can see here is a mirror, here is a mirror, here is a mirror. How many images do you see? Infinite images. Consider only two plane mirrors here. You could see number of images in this manner, not only two. Generally, if two plane mirrors are inclined at some angle, say I am considering it here I am considering it as a perpendicular, like this exactly. Two plane mirrors. Here, in between, an object is placed. Between these two plane mirrors, I kept an object. Now, for this plane mirror, this acts as an object and image is formed here. And for this plane mirror also, it forms an image. How many images formed for two plane mirrors? Two images. No, here, not only these two images, one more image is formed here. How, sir? Here, how it is formed? There are totally three images when the plane mirrors are placed perpendicularly and the object is between them. One for this image, one for this image, and one for this two image act as an object. How we are going to discuss the third mirror image is coming. The third image is coming. How we are getting that? We can explain it by ray diagram. Firstly, I am considering angle between them is 90. Okay? 90 degrees in the sense. Now I am considering two plane mirrors inclined at an angle 90 degrees. In the sense they both are perpendicular. These two. Okay? In this manner. Now I kept an object here. Object O, you think. Okay? Now I am considering this plane mirror This plane mirror has an image right here, right? Equal distances. Okay? For this image also there will be another image like this. But here one more image is formed. How so? Here the plane mirror surface is imaginarily extended. Okay? This plane mirror is extended back. This is not actually, this is virtually extended. Okay, virtually we are extending the plane mirror. Here this also acts as a plane mirror. Now, sir, you could say, sir, we can also extend this. Yes, we can extend. Plane mirror extensions are represented by dotted lines in the sense this is the reflecting surface, this is the reflecting surface. For this is the reflecting surface. Now, for this imaginary plane mirror, this acts as an object. The image of first one acts as an object. See? For this, here the image is formed. Oh, yes. Now for this image, this acts as a mirror, and see, these two images exactly coincide with this point. So they overlap each other and form one more image. Yes, they both are at same point. They both are at same point. So both images get overlapped. That's why we get third image. If you stand in front of this mirror, you could see here also one image, here also one image, here also one image, here also one image. In trade rooms you could observe mainly these two mirrors. If you are standing in this manner, you could see here also one image, here one image, here one image. But if I am decreasing the angle now, I am decreasing angle 90 to some known angle, I am considering 60. I am placing these two plane mirrors at angle 60. Now, I am placing an object here. For this object, this is an image, so here one image is formed. Generally, this is an object, here an image is formed by two plane mirrors. Now, as usually, I have to explain these mirrors. Imaginary plane mirrors. This is a reflecting surface, but this is a reflecting surface. Okay? Now, this image will act as an object for this plane mirror. This image will act as an object for this imaginary plane mirror and forms another image here. See, same distance. Okay? Now, this image forms an object, act as an object for this mirror. Means in the sense it have to form here. Here there is no mirror. See, here there is no mirror. Now, no image is formed here. How many images are totally formed? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here mirror acts as a both object and mirror. Again here also one coinciding point will be there. Here also one coinciding point will be there. Both this object and this object gets reflected and forms a coinciding image, like in the form of 90 degrees diagram. We could see they both get coincide to form one image. That coinciding image always will be there in any angle. Now, how many images are formed? Here also one image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is object. This is not image. This is object, real object. How many images? 5 images. So for 90, how many images? 3. For 60, 5. Like that. Here you see, I had decreased the angle or increased the angle. I had decreased the angle. But you could see there is an increase in number of images. If you decrease the angle between those two plane mirrors, the number of images formed will get increased. In the sense, theta is inversely proportional to number of images. Okay? Is this point clear? Theta, as first theta is 90, then 3 images are formed. Now I am decreasing to 60. How many images are formed? 2 images are generally for plane mirrors, and this image accessing object for this plane mirror to form this, for this access plane mirror to form this, and the coinciding images form one. Okay, how many? 5 we are formed. Now I am consider decreasing to 30. How many will be formed? Still greater than 5 or less than 5? Greater than 5. But how do we calculate? Can we draw every time the whole ray diagram? No, we can't draw a ray diagram. Anyways, we made a mistake by drawing ray diagram. So, by observing these types of images, number of images and number of mirror angle, we had derived a formula. That is 360 by theta equal to 360 by theta minus 1 or minus 0 equal to number of images. Sir, what is this formula? What is this formula? 360 by theta minus 1 or minus 0. What is this minus 1 or minus 0? If the angle between the plane mirrors is represented by theta, this is the angle between the plane mirrors. This is the angle between the plane mirrors. 360 by this angle. This, what is this minus 1 or minus 0? There are two cases in plane mirror formation. Plane images formation. Plane images have two cases. First we have to find 360 by theta. 360 by theta we have to find some. If I am considering 90 degrees as theta, in the sense plane mirrors are like this. Theta means 90. 360 by 90, 0, 0 gets cancelled. 9 ones are 9 fours are. I am getting the value as 4. If I am getting this number as even, you have to do minus 1. You have to do minus 1. If here the number is odd, in the sense you have solved, you had got 5, you have to do minus 0. Nothing but we have to place this as it is. 5 means here we got 4 now. In this case, 4 minus 1 equal to 3. These are the number of images. You could see I had observed already 1. This is object 2, 3 images I got. How many? By formula also I got same 3. Here, if here the number is odd, then directly we have to take that number only. If the number is even, we have to subtract 1. If the number we got is odd, in the sense 360 by theta is odd, then we have to subtract 0. In the sense we have to keep as it is. But if we get 360 by theta equal to even, we have to subtract 1. We have to subtract 1. Okay? To get the number of images. Now, we'll cross check whether our ray diagrams are getting same number of images or not. I had considered 90 in the sense 360 by 90. In the sense 4 we are getting, 4 is even, so I have subtracted 1, I got 3. Now I am considering 60. 360 by 60, you consider 0, 0 gets cancelled, 6. 6 is even, again 6 minus 1, 5 we got. By ray diagram also it is same, 0, here 1, here also we got 5. Same, by formula we had got both values. Have you understood? We had derived a formula for number of plane images. No need to draw every time the ray diagram. Formula is 360 by theta. Odd means it have to be same. Even in the sense we have to do 360 by theta minus 1. This value if we got even. Okay? 360 by theta minus 1. Now, we are entering into new type of plane, properties of plane mirror image. Image is laterally inverted, image is exactly opposite, image does not deviate from its path in 180 degrees along x and y axis, and image does not have any properties of color changing. In the plane mirror there is no sphere calibration. What are these? I am saying the list of plane mirror properties. Okay, we will discuss this topic and also introduction to plane mirrors in the next video. This is Pranav Anybody signing off. Bye.